Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of Survival Minecraft, and here we are bringing a new villager into the Timber Village. In the last episode, I wasn't sure what kind of villagers I wanted to populate my hayloft with, and in between episodes, I figured it out very quickly. I need masons. Why do I need masons? Well, I need a lot of quartz for today's build, and I was running out. And I now have my new mason over here who's ready to do some trading with me. I can get some chiseled quartz and start trading him up and get him up to expert level, so hopefully he will trade me some quartz too. Yes, very good. Okay, all right, I think that might be enough for what we need to do today. You're good, buddy. Thanks and welcome to the hayloft. Since the last episode, I have been populating my village here with villagers. I have a bunch of farmers in here who are trading me on my automatic crops that I'm getting. And as you can see, I have some temporary blocks out here where I've been placing placing some minecart rails to get some villagers in position. And here's a couple clerics up here in the top of the cleric house. I did also get myself a couple of shepherds in here who I've been trading wool with for emeralds. The library certainly is more populated. We've just about doubled the number of librarians that we have up here. And I have one lone fisherman here. He wouldn't take any other job but fisherman. So here he stands in the fisherman's pub. I hope you're happy, buddy. So what are we going to be doing in today's episode? Well, ladies and gentlemen, today is the day. Today is the day that we're going to be building the great item storage building with auto sorting. And off camera, I've been going ahead and doing the... Can I get up here, please? Hello, thank you. There we go. I've been doing the excavation off camera, and I have everything kind of mined out and ready to go for today's build. And as you can see, this is a pretty sizable building. It's a pretty good footprint over here, but this is where this building is going to go. And all of the building that I've been doing in the last couple episodes, all of those different automatic farms that have been happening and everything else is all, hey, we got something to talk about right here. Off camera, since the last episode, I put this a little beauty together right here. This is based on a design by Noodler MC. He makes a lot of one chunk builds, and this is a little bit bigger than his original design, but I turned this into an automatic pumpkin farm because those farmers all trade pumpkins. I thought I would add more auto pumpkin farming to my base here. So this, along with the silos and the greenhouse and this wool farm right up here and any of the entity crushers, they're all going to be eventually feeding into this one building. Right now, I just have some temporary chests collecting items, and that's kind of annoying. We don't like to run around and have to open chests. We want to just come to one place. So when this is all done, all of these different farms are going to feed all their items in here, and they're going to get automatically sorted in this building. Oh, I can't wait. Or maybe I can wait. As you can see right here next to the beach house, I've also cleared out another little area, and I've got another little bit of a footprint here. And what might that be for? Well, that is going to be for my enchanting and brewing house. Since I moved into the beach house, I set up this back room here as my enchanting room. And as you can see, it's pretty cramped. This is a pretty tight fit. And the brewing is not even really any better. I've got the brewing essentially in my bathroom. So, this is kind of embarrassing. This was only supposed to be temporary just because I didn't feel like running back and forth to the basement at 15 Foxy Road. So we're going to start right here, and we're going to put up a quick brewing and enchanting house right here so I can move those things out of my what should be my bedroom and my bathroom over there. We're going to move it right here. We're going to start with this. We're going to do a quick build mode, and when that's done, then we're going to jump into the item storage building. So let's go ahead and let's get our first build of this video done. Let's build the brewing and enchanting house. And the Brewing and Enchanting House is done. As you can see, I went with a nether kind of feel here. I went with some nether brick on the outside, and I kind of took the floor pattern from the zombie collection house over there, and I kind of echoed that here. And as you can see, totally empty. Nothing's in here yet. I am going to decorate this with a bunch of nether themes. I haven't really done a lot of nether kind of theme builds this season. We did a bunch earlier in earlier episodes. Episode number 5, we did quite a bit of nether building, but haven't done a lot of nether theme building since then. This is also based on a Noodler MC base design. This was actually going to be what the haunted zombie collection house was going to look like. Originally, it was going to be in this shape, but I decided to retheme it for the nether and turned it into my Brewing and Enchanting House. So another shout out to Noodler MC. But now that that is done, oh, it's time. It's time. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh, I can't wait. I've really been excited to do this. It is 5 shulker boxes worth of materials to build this building. Let's jump into build mode number 2. Let's put together the item sorting and storage building. And there she stands, the item storage building. This is the building that I have been waiting for in my Minecraft world all season. All season. I'm so excited to have this built now. And as you can see, I went with kind of a much different building theme than any of the other buildings so far. Not timber based, not really necessarily quartz and in dark oak or spruce based. There is a lot of spruce in here, but I did incorporate a lot of new nether blocks, the new warped planks and warped woods and basalts and black stones and things like that. And I incorporated them on the inside as well. You can see they're kind of like in here too. Lots of room for lots of chests all along here. We can do all of the sorting that's going to be taking place here. We're going to be using Impulse SV's patented item sorting solution, redstone item sorting solution. So that's going to be all down here. We're going to have all kinds of chests and stuff like that fitted in here. I decided to go ahead and put a nice big tower in here to kind of echo this tower over here, which is necessary. There's going to be a bubble vader in here that has to go up to about that height there. And so to make accommodations for that bubble vader, I wanted to kind of balance it out. So we have a nice big tower over here. It really doesn't serve a functional purpose. It's just more for show. And not really too much going on around the back necessarily either, but it really doesn't have to be functional. This is really where all the item sorting is going to go and everything. So just need to look somewhat aesthetically nice. And as you probably saw in the build mode video, my favorite feature is this, the glass dome. Oh boy, I love this. The natural light that this whole place gets during the day, and just looking up there at this big, nice, huge kind of glass dome. I love it. I really love it. So now that the builds are all done, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the work to do some detailing, and I'm going to fit this storage building out with all of the different finishes and appointments that it needs, and I'll be back as soon as I get all that done. So don't go anywhere. Come check out the finishes in just, it's going to be a while for me, but it's going to be like a second for you. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay, nice new day. Hello, kitty. Yes, I have my own cat here in the beach house named Kitty. Well, here we are on a brand new day. Had to take a rest. So much building, so much detailing and everything else. And oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. We've got detail work done. Oh, I like this. I did a lot of pathing work and everything else like that to connect this to the beach house. And here we go. Great fun fact. Now that this part of the pathway is done here, this walkway now connects from this beach house all the way back to spawn. I think something like 12 or 1400 blocks or something like that. But that is it. The Foxy Road extends literally from the front doorstep of my new beach base house all the way back to spawn. So very excited about that. But here is the Enchanting and Brewing house. And I did continue, like I said, with that Nether theme. I did add some Nether pieces and some Nether decorations out here. And we've got 2 different types of flames going on, crimson and warped over here. Inside the Brewing and Enchanting House, I've also decorated and decked this place out with all kinds of different Nether kind of base stuff. We got some ancient debris and some crying obsidian and all kinds of different blocks here. And a much more spacious enchanting area now. Lots of room to kind of stretch out. We've got lots of storage for things, and also for brewing as well. Much more room for brewing over here. And I have additional stands. I now have a 5. Oops, I actually want to have 6 brewing stands here in this. There we go. 6 brewing stands in here. Now, to replenish my needs for nether wart and maybe mushrooms and stuff like that, I have some melon farms right here. I have a little bit of some farming going on up here for some of my resources. And there's a little bit of storage up here in the top level. I'm just using it for some of the pumpkins that I'm getting from my automatic pumpkin farm up here. And there's a neat little skylight going on up here too. I think this is going to be a huge help for me in doing brewing and enchanting. I think I'm going to be able to take advantage of all these 77 levels that I have now. Moving on from the Brewing and Enchanting House, we can take this nice decorative pathway now up to the item storage building. And I've done more finishing on here as well. I've got it pathed nicely all the way out to the breeder hall and everything like that. And when we go in, oh yes, oh man, I like it in here. I liked it when it wasn't fitted out and everything, but I like it a lot more now. Oh my goodness. And all kinds of different stuff going on down here. Lots of storage, different tools if I need to do any kind of smoking or, any kind of smelting or anything down here. I have all that available. And right here, this is where I'm kind of collecting all of those items coming from my different automatic farms. So as those baked potatoes are coming from underneath the greenhouse, well, here they go. They come in here. And I've got melons from my melon farm all the way down to everything else that I've got here. So how does the automatic storage and sorting and all that work? Well, let's demonstrate with a piece of stone here. I just walk up to one of the two handy dandy item deposit boxes right here. Now this is just regular items, something like stone that I can throw in here. I'm going to throw stone in there and that'll get sucked up by some hoppers. Behind the door here, a little bit of mechanism how things work. Here's the top of the bubble vader, and this is where the items come out and then go into the sorting mechanism right here. They kind of go out in this direction and then around, and then this is the patented Impulse SV item sorting solution. You can go check out Impulse SV's channel if you want to see how this all works. But basically these items here, these all hoppers all have the different items that I want to sort on. So they're sorted then into those chests. And then if we go over here to the stone block, this should now, there it is. That is filled up with those stone blocks that we deposited earlier. So let's demonstrate how the shulker box sorter works. We'll take a few of those. We'll take a few of those. We'll take 2 of those here. And we're just going to dump all of these into this shulker. Now, when we go to the shulker item sorter, we'll drop this in here. And then you'll hear... There we go. Now you can hear there's a mechanism at play here. Now, if we go downstairs, this is where the magic happens. And here is the auto shulker sorter. This is basically a design based on Shulker Craft. They have an item sorter. And it basically takes the shulker, it places it here, it takes the items out, and they go into the bubble vader right there. You can see them all shooting out. And then when it's all done, it breaks the shulker, and the shulker basically goes right here and is deposited out here. The bubble vader is located way down in the basement. Now, I actually miscalculated when I had designed this the first time. I built this too high up. So actually during this detail phase, I had to build this way further down because this is the hoppers that are coming from the automatic farms. Well, they all feed into here into this dispenser, and now you can see it is shooting out the items into the bubble vader. So they'll all go up. Oops, I grabbed a carrot. Grabbed some items from the bubble vader as they were bubble vading up. So as you can see, those items are shooting up here. They'll go up and around and they'll end up back in those chests downstairs. I'll actually just throw these items back into the mix and let those auto sort as well. But if we come down here, we'll start to see one of these. Up there you go. You can see the carrots are incrementing as they're coming through the sorting system. And I have gone back and kind of retroactively started to change where the items are now moving. I used to have a chest here where I was collecting all the items from my farmers upstairs, but nope, that is now going down, and that's going over to the auto storage building. I also updated, this is the auto smelting area underneath the greenhouse, which I did update. This was not working very efficiently, so I actually rebuilt this whole thing and kind of closed it off a little bit and made it just one smoker, one furnace, because it was very, very inefficient. But now I also updated this, so this is now also going off in the direction of the barn. And over here under the barn, I've also moved all of these hoppers. So they're now all going over there, and they're all kind of dropping down right there. And then eventually they end up in the storage building as well. And I did make some changes here in the barn. As a matter of fact, I moved the cats over here. They were kind of annoying me outside when I was trying to do some landscaping. So I moved them all in here. And I did actually start breeding some cows, and I have some pigs in here for entity crushing as well. And I did a little bit of the exterior landscaping in the back here, just trying to add some decorative touches and make it look nice back here and not so plain and boring and everything. And I did actually start, I've had some ideas about some landscaping that I might want to do. So I've been trying out some different kind of landscape textures right here, some different kind of grasses I might do. And I also kind of changed things up over here a little bit. And I built this little pond with a waterfall going down there. I have some more ideas for this area, but that's some immediate landscaping that I've done. I definitely want to start landscaping and doing some different things out here in the grass in front of the Timber Village. This all looks pretty plain and boring, so I really want to start to put some thought into how I want to start tying this together. As you can see, one thing that I have done is I have actually added doors and stairs over here into the side of the Timber Village, because as I've been going back and forth, when I finish with a villager and I need to bring him into the village, I needed a more convenient way to get in and to switch all those rails and tracks that you saw in there. So I actually put a door over there, and I put one on the cleric's house as well, just for convenience. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is going to start to bring this episode to a close. We did some great building today. We put the item storage building together. We've got it hooked up and it is now auto sorting items from our auto farms. And we also put together our Brewing and Enchanting House. So excited for this. I love the theme. I love having something Nether based out here in my base. Very excited for both of those. And it's that time again. Time for me to ask that if you enjoyed this video to please leave a like on it for me. And if you have a comment on the Brewing and Enchanting House build or the item storage build that we did today, please do me a favor and leave me a comment about it. Let me know if you thought it's good, what you like, what you don't like about it. Would you like to see an in-depth tutorial on the storage building? Let me know in the comments. And if you're one of the many people who watch my videos and are not yet a subscriber, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow and I would really appreciate it. So hey, please, it's free, it's fast, consider hitting subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate your support and you're taking the time to follow along on this journey with me. I hope you have a great day and I hope to see you again for episode 12 very soon. Have a great day, everybody. Take care.